Okay, welcome aboard, everybody. We got another match lined up for you. Would like to welcome you to the 4th annual George Ginky Sansushi Memorial. We're coming to you live from Steinway Billiards in Astoria, Queens, New York. If you've never been here, you definitely want to check out Steinway Billiards. It's the place to come and a place to play. Food is beyond whatever you can think of. I mean, it's just like going out to a 5-star restaurant, I can tell you that much. And I brag about it, and I brag about it for a reason. Family-style food, you come in and it's unbelievable. But anyway, we're about to get underway, and we're going to watch a match between Josh Thiele and Juan Guzman in just a little while, as both players elected to take some practice shots. George Ginky Sansushi, good friend of many pool players around the world. We want to give a big shout out to those 3 tours right there. The Tri-State Tour, the Predator Pro-Am Tour, and the Mez Tour all coming together for George Ginky Sansushi. We also want to give a big shout out Also, we want to give a big shout out to Kings of Vapor. It's kingsofvapor.com. Sponsoring a lot of pool players. Make sure to check them out, Chad and the whole crew. And we're going to see if we can get these players set to go. But we don't want to rush them. No sound on Coast to Coast. Thank you there, Mr. Enslow. Okay, now we have sound. Coast to Coast Restorations. Make sure to take that number down, 845-489-8154. Anything you need as far as pool table mechanic work, reclothing, you name it, these guys do it. They do in the metropolitan area. As we watch both players, you're going to lag for the break. Josh Thiele is the gentleman closest to us on your left, and Juan on the right, shooting the 8-ball. A lag for the break. It looks like Josh is going to win the lag. And we'll watch Josh break first.
It's an even match, yes?
This is an even match, yes.
Both A-plus players.
A-plus players. I'm going to let Scotty fly solo here for just a second as I do some running. Right back at you. Scotty, it's all yours.
All right, thanks, Al. Josh to break. Wow, another guy squatting the rock. And come up a little short. So Juan comes to the table. Nice clean shot on the 1. Two nice rails to the 2, and he looks to be in good shape to keep control of this rack. He comes around 2 rails, and 5 might be in the way, but he's got the 3-6 straight into the pocket, the lower left pocket. he brought the 8 into play there. A tough spot either way. It looked like the 5 was in the way to go the 2 natural rails. And then he's calling the kick. Wow, how strong was that? Just like he called it. I need to say good morning to Mr. Marty Herman in the chat and wonder what time he'll be here tomorrow. He's just rolling them now in after that kick. Everything looks natural. Mr. Guzman's in good shape here.
Yeah,
Get out and win the first game. A note given to me by Mr. Dinko.
All right, must be the next match, right? After this one, we already got it. Thanks,
Perfect.
Mr. Dinko.
Yeah, that's what he gave us. No, it seems that Dinko's not a Rangers fan.
All right.
Once again, we have Reese Chan and Greg Antonakis on table 14.
Okay, and even race to 7 as Juan draws first blood.
And you missed some kick on a 3-ball, Al.
Yeah, I was over at the tournament director's table, and we do have the next match after this one would be Brian Hunter versus Chris Darren Wronski. Chris is known as the Polish champion.
I don't think I know him.
Oh, yeah, you definitely seen him around.
Yeah. Well, keep in mind, there's not a lot of good players floating around my basement.
Well, he's new on the circuit, so to say, you know,
Right.
but he kind of lives in the pool room.
Okay. Breaking from the other side. Everybody's been favoring the top right, and let's see how this does for him. If that's 6, so just keep going. He's going to have a shot. Yeah. All right, so Juan's got a good shot on the 1 here. Come back 1 rail. Play the 2 in the top left. And I don't think.
Oh, is he trying
really?
Really?
He's going to try and.
Well, I'll
cut
tell you
this
what.
tooth
If he
down
hits it too hard, it's not going to go. He's got to just play ball speed here. He's got to roll.
Right.
This.
I guess he's just trying to keep the momentum. Wow, how'd he hit it?
He hit it too good. There you go. Warren with another quick one up on the board. 2-0.
Well, you know what they say, 1 mistake usually costs you 2 games with the good players, so.
You know, I got to mention a couple other people. We definitely got to mention Lacassi Custom Cues, Lacassi Hybrid. I got their graphics, and I have it on one of my thumb drives, and I haven't had the opportunity to upload it. But you definitely want to thank AZ Billiards, azbilliards.com. And if you're not a member of AZ Billiards, please elect to go over to azbilliards.com, and you can browse the website. Plenty of things about pool. In fact, it's A to Z about pool. Also, we want to definitely mention the Tap League.
True.
You know, and there's plenty of other sponsors, you know, Predator and you name it. Tony's got sponsors, Delta 13, the whole, I mean, we got plenty to go.
You know what? They're starting to, you know, when the local companies start seeing Tony at the front desk, they're starting to go, oh, this is going to cost us.
Well, you know what?
Which is great for everyone in the sport.
Now they're actually coming to Tony.
Right.
You know what I mean? Which is a good thing.
They're seeing the exposure. I mean, look how much great exposure Tony brings. He's always been a gentleman in the sport as it is, so, I mean, he was always known for that. And here we go with Juan's at the table again, ready to break. Al had to step out for a
Table
minute.
27, Nigel
I'm back.
Francis
I'm
and
like
Billy
Flash Gordon.
Santiago on 27. Nigel Francis, Billy Santiago to 27.
I was asked to leave the score up a little bit longer so that some people
Even up.
can take
Even up.
screenshots,
Nigel and Billy
and pass
Santiago,
the
27 even.
information along on the social media.
Yeah. So it looks like Juan finally doesn't have an offensive shot to play. And let's see what happens. I'm surprised he's not calling this kick.
How about a bank?
Nah.
All right.
Thin it.
Nice shot.
Really?
Gonna leave an
Look at
opening.
this. Nope. Locked up. Solid, solid shot. The first time we've seen Josh since the first
Once
rack.
again, you're raffling off a Predator Icon Cube.
It looks like he's going to push the 2 up near the 6.
Oh, he kicked it. He's no rail. He actually.
No. He was trying to. He pushed the 2 up near the 6 to make the run out tougher.
Yeah, but what he wound up doing was hitting the rail first and then coming off and hitting the 2, and he didn't get a rail afterwards.
No, the 1 ball's still on the table. He didn't even try to shoot at it.
I
He
knew
took
that.
the intention. Listen, I think we both need a ride to the eye doctor, preferably by somebody younger and cuter than ourselves.
You know, I got things going on over here. We got Mr. Larry Ross in the wings. He's going to be in here shortly. So we're trying to wire Larry up like the $6 million man that he is.
Yep. Wow, that's the first actual miss by Juan Guzman, but he didn't leave a lot. Josh going for a jump cue. This is either you make it and look like champ, or you fly the cue ball off the table. We know what rhymes with champ. Let's see how it goes. Oh, how'd he hit it?
Hit it good. It was a quick flight. Not slow. He jumped that with a Predator jump cue. How'd that work? Wrong side of the 4 and a lot of traffic. You know, if he gets behind the 8, if he really spins it and get, okay, that's what he's going to do. He's going to try to get behind the 8.
Left a lot of distance here.
Does Juan take the shot?
Yeah, you know, unfortunately, you can't not. There's not, you're too far away. There's not a deadlock up safety, so if you're going to fire at something, you know, 8.5 feet away, that could win the game compared to, look at that. Uh-oh. Improper punishment.
Now playing on table 20.
Might see him bank at this. Play kind of a two-way shot.
And Carl Youssef Khan on 23. Carl, you get 1 on 7.
I don't think this man's ever heard of a two-way shot. He banks, he kicks. He's a scary guy. Might have come up a touch short there. Should be okay. Just cut it in, go back and forth, and don't involve the 9. Oh. Looked like he jumped up a little bit. So.
All right, folks. Would like to welcome Mr. Larry Ross, besides myself and Scott Bannon. Larry Ross is in the booth with us. Larry, what do you think about this?
Hi, everybody. Today looks like a great turnout, naturally. Full house.
Yeah.
Great for the room, great for the players, and in memoriam of a truly great player and a nice guy, the gangster.
Now
Absolutely.
playing on table number 6, Mr. Jimmy Martinez and Eric Tang.
Josh is on the board.
Jimmy, you get 1 on 7 on 6. And again, If you're planning on buying T-shirts for the match, don't bother Jimmy while he's playing. To get a T-shirt, come up and see me. The T-shirts are $25, and it goes to a good cause. And don't forget our raffle. You can see Manny for raffle tickets for the Icon Cube. Make sure you take care of your parking meters, and don't park in PC Richards. And
Well,
make sure
it's
you take care of the lovely wait staff.
2-1.
They're working very
Josh
hard
is on the
today.
board. Nice break. Half a lie on the 2-ball.
Hey, Larry, let me ask you a question. I know the answer to it. Earl's on his way tomorrow or the next day out to the UK?
Leaves 26.
Okay.
Be gone for about 10, 12 days. The UK, I believe he might go to Finland also. I'm not sure.
Exhibitions?
Yeah, and play some of the local tournaments. And
Nice.
they bring him over there. Was there last year. Liked it. Nice people, very nice. And it's a break for Earl from here. He's got coming up, Turning Stone.
Yes.
And hopefully the dates don't conflict with the World Cup, because the World Cup will be Shane and Earl as the U.S. team. So, well, we'll find out. Maybe this week Luke will send me text or mail from the UK and let me know the date and the venue, where it is. Still not sure of that.
Okay. So we won't.
We won't see
Earl
Earl
for the Gangster?
in this tournament,
Okay.
unfortunately, because he has to leave on 26th. And
All right. We wish Earl a lot of luck. He's always putting a lot of time into pool. I don't think we have to wish him luck, Scotty.
Earl's not big on luck.
we have to wish him a little coolness, that's all.
Oh, he's cool. You know, Earl's cool. He's always been cool in my book.
Yeah. Just have to get to know him a little bit
Yes.
and understand. Truly one of the greatest players ever.
Absolutely.
You know, I haven't seen a lot of Jose Perica either, Larry. Now,
Oh,
you've
Jose is fine. He's living in California with his wife and family and etc.
Nice.
I spoke with him last week. Things are going along all right. I believe he's, at this point, Jose is on his way to 66.
Right.
So, but his game, he can still beat 85% of the people out there.
Yeah, he can still definitely swing
But
your cue.
that drive and all that, that's worn off.
I'm still in a fog. I see it all over social media about Leonardo Andam passed away. I reached out to Rodney Morris and a few other guys out on the West Coast. I reached out to Santo Sebahon.
Nobody knows.
And nobody knows. I mean, they put it on some kind of news website, but you can't believe everything on the internet. That could be people that started the rumor.
I'll give Jose a call while I'm here.
Right.
Not right now, but I
Right.
will, and I'll see if he's.
As far as Santos information coming from Santo Sebahon, Leonardo is way out there in the Philippines in some kind of area that he's not reachable, so to say,
There are a lot of areas out there that are not reachable.
So he says,
many.
Absolutely.
And you don't want to go to Mindanao now. That's all. Mindanao is all hard.
but if it happens to be true, I mean, we really
What a
want to
shame.
send
He was a
our,
nice guy.
send our condolences to every
Who,
friend and family.
very nice.
Yeah.
Very
You know what's funny? Many years ago, after Jose and Efren were already here, and they started coming with an extra 2 or 3, and then 4, and
Put Lawat in there too, yeah.
yep, and Andam is the one that Ginky said, I love that man's cue ball. And we sat and watched him play a match. I don't remember, but he dismantled somebody. in the same fashion Ginky would. Pressure, control, nothing fantastic.
Yeah, Leonardo was a great player, no question about it.
Yeah, but you didn't hear Ginky say someone really, you know what I mean? He always gave respect, but I'm saying he said, that's the guy.
But Ginky was once asked, and I'll tell you directly, who he thinks the best player out there is, and he said nobody's better than Perica. In all games.
Yep.
All games.
Disciplines, all disciplines.
Right.
Perica, Larry, you know that. Perica was a monster.
A monster.
He was untouchable.
And the funny thing is, you know that how much Perica liked Ginky.
Oh, yeah, they were like this.
Yep.
You know,
Well,
I'll just tell everybody's Perica's almost out of the game, and Ginky, unfortunately, is not here. But they always had a 10% saver, no matter where they played.
Yep.
No matter where they played.
Well, me, I want to say 97, because that was probably the last time I was out anywhere. Me, Ginky, Perica, and a lot of the Filipinos were at Q Master at the U.S. Open.
Mm-hmm.
And I forget who the backer was back then for them. The short Filipino fella, the guy with the money that always brought them over.
The big, heavy guy?
Yes.
Right, yeah.
Anyway.
Right.
What was his name, Larry?
I'm trying to remember. I don't recall his name. He was a pretty decent guy.
Yeah.
In fact, if I remember, he owned, most of his money was coming from, he had a Filipino, like a grocery store.
Really?
And he had all the products that all the Filipinos were using.
Wanted, right.
And there are a lot of Filipinos in the Virginia
Sure.
area
Yeah.
there, down in
Anyway,
so
you're at
they
Masters?
bring in who's been here recently winning everything. I can't believe his name slipped my mind. Warren.
Yeah.
They bring in Warren to the back of Q Master Billiards in the original one when they had the 6 tables and all the bleachers.
Right.
So me, Jose Perica, and a couple of guys are sweating the rail, and of course I have my money on Ginky. And Jose looks over and I go, "How is this guy? Plain and simple. Jose, how's this guy play?"
Champion.
He goes, "He's a champion, and he has no chance. Ginky's robbing him."
We're talking about Warren Campbell?
Yep. And Ginky's just sat there and dismantled them. They all quit and went home.
I tell you, I saw Warren play his first tournament in this country.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the year. I don't know, a long time ago.
Yeah.
But it was in Richmond, Virginia. There was a big room there. Bill Stephens owned the room.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember Bill.
Right, and I was there with Miserak, and Perica had told me, go to Warren. I told him about it, and that's when I met him.
Right.
And and his first draw was Earl. Wait a second.
Oh, I know what's coming.
No, his first draw was Earl, and they had the local TV station and all that, and Earl had just done an interview.
Right.
Anyway, he beat Earl. He beat Earl,
Well, he's allowed to beat anybody in the
Exactly.
world.
Yep.
No, but he beat Earl, and Earl's funny. Earl attitude is, I don't mind getting beat by a good player if I know who they are. He said,
Yep.
if I know who they are.
You remember he used to get aggravated. They'd bring
Right,
one over,
right.
drop him
No,
off on
forget about
the
that.
shore, and
I had one at the Spring Fling at Barry's old room before, he did the Spring Fling
Right.
before the Open.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a boy, and Earl remembers and Earl was a friend of mine for a long time.
Right.
I mean, since he was a boy. And the kid said to me, his first draw was Earl. And he said, how do I beat him? I said, don't lose the leg. And he didn't. And he beat Earl. He ran a 6-pack from the first break on Earl. And then Earl lost, but and Earl.
Who is this guy?
Yeah, who are these people? We don't, where are they coming from?
Yeah.
Anyway, but they were friendly afterward.
And Earl's friendly.
Earl,
Yeah, it's not what everybody thinks
No,
all the
no,
time. I
of course-
mean,
no, I know. But I'll give you a good Ginky story if you want it for the air.
no, of course.
Okay.
We'd love to hear the Ginkster stories. Celebrating Ginky.
Right. Many years back, I can't even think of the year, but Ginky was playing great, but he wasn't known yet, really.
Right.
And he was sent down from New York here, down to Malden, South Carolina, by somebody up here. And they had a game arranged at, I think the pool room was Gold Crown or something like
Larry,
that,
if you're going to tell the story, the game arranged with who?
with Stevie Moore.
Okay, Stevie. All right.
The game,
I remember
the
this.
game was for 10,000.
Yep.
And don't forget, Ginky and Stevie Moore roomed there for a
Yeah,
while.
no.
Go ahead.
But they didn't know each other.
Yep.
Right.
Nobody knew who Gangster was. Stevie's giving him the 7-ball,
Yes.
and Stevie beats him the first set. Then somebody mentions his name, and Stevie loses the second set. No, it's true.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Stevie's a good friend of mine.
I like
mean,
Stevie.
you know,
Yeah.
and the sad part of that was that either of them had a chance to win about 60 grand. There was a guy there with a shoebox. All he had was money in it.
Yep.
All right?
You know what? Gypsy was with him.
Yeah. Right.
And then was it Reno was right after that? That Sands Regency, that whatever it was, they both ended up running into each other there right afterwards and got friendly.
But I understand Stevie's working now as well as playing pool and teaching, but he has a job, which is good.
Yeah.
And while we're sitting here, Larry, just in case anybody actually,
Oh, no.
You know,
Sure. They see
Josh
it.
made a comeback here, and it's going to be 3-3.
Yeah.
Or is it? No,
No.
it's 4-2 up there, Al.
It's 4-2. I'm
On the
sleeping on the
beads,
job.
yeah.
Huh? Okay. Well, you know what it is. I'm getting into these stories. I'd like to
Of
hear
course.
these stories, you know.
Right.
They're great. I hope everybody's enjoying Mr. Larry Ross's.
Larry, were you living here in the late
reminiscing of the
90s?
Years.
I was living all over.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. You remember the great Monday night tournament in the Golden Q?
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
of course. How about this guy? In the middle of the tournament, I was playing him better than. In the middle of the tournament, they moved me up.
We couldn't let you sneak in.
Yeah.
They moved me up.
Back,
Yep.
we're talking, let's see, the
lot
Golden
of
Q's
years.
closed now almost 15 years, right?
Right,
Yep.
yeah,
13,
yeah.
14 years.
Before
so back
then.
then, you were swinging a stick, hanging around with the best players in the country, traveling the world with the best players in the country, backing the best players in the country.
From time
And then
to
you come
time.
into the Golden Q where you could win 5,000 on any given Monday night or 3,000, and you think you're going to come in there.
that was
right?
a great tournament.
Ginky was there that one night, and I'm at the table. No, and he said, and I made 2 shots that were, with shape.
Right.
And he said to me, hell, he says, I'll take you on the road.
Yep.
He says, never mind after those 2.
Absolutely.
But anyway,
Ginky's
a long
was a
time
great
ago.
guy.
A long time ago.
I used to look forward to the jokes sometimes. He would talk to Bobby from Connecticut that would tell endless jokes, and Ginky would have some jokes. Oh, my God. Man, it was fun.
You know, it's a shame. I was telling his sister, because, everybody knows he came with some great jokes, but also being locked in the car with him for 5 or 8 hours. I got a few of the bad ones, too.
Oh, yeah.
That was tough, too.
Well, there was a video a couple of days ago that was put out. Rob Sayers was in the car, and Ginky was in the car, and I'm not sure if Teddy Harris was there. They were telling the
They
story
were talking
about
the story about Teddy.
Teddy Harris and
But
the camper.
in those days,
Yeah.
you didn't want to be in the car with that group.
No, you know what? Yeah, you did, because you didn't want to be in the pool room waiting for them.
All right, that's true.
You know?
too. All right.
All right, so it's
let's
we're
see
not
what's
sleeping
going
on
on
it,
here.
right? It's still 4-2 in favor of
Yep.
Juan, and Juan going on about his business here. pro pool player, Marty Herman. Hey, Marty, make sure to check out
Marty Herman.
Hey, Marty, it's Larry. How you doing, buddy? I thought you'd be down for this.
Yeah, I was.
Realize that he promises to come down every
I know.
year. Well,
But
last
he
year I
lo-
lost a sweat bet that Marty promised. I'm coming, Scotty.
He loves his wife, so he stays up there.
Yeah.
He better love her.
Family man.
Right, all the way.
Hey, and make sure to check out Herman University on Ustream.
Yep.
I mean, if you want to learn anything about pool, that's the place to go.
The man has an encyclopedia of knowledge.
Trevor Heel and Ed Colhane, even up, race to 7. Table
His
26,
motto is,
Trevor Heel and
welcome
Ed
to
Colhane,
Herman University, where we
even
never
up, race to
lose.
7.
We always learn. And there
We
you
got
have it.
5-2.
5-2. Gee whiz, Juan's making a quick run at this set.
We probably missed a key shot somewhere that changed us a little bit because it was 2-0 Juan, and we started talking about Ginky.
Yeah.
And now it's 5-2, and we have no idea what's going on.
Well, I gave Josh a little advice before the game.
We have Shivam.
You're not whispering.
And then you-
Everybody's hearing you.
And then you bet on Juan.
No.
He put Josh in the middle.
No. I just told him how smart a player Edwin is.
Uh-huh.
That's all.
Right.
And, you know,
I used to love those, and I'm going back, in the pool rooms and when people used to do all the kind of hustling.
Yeah.
Not that it's not done anymore. Where, hey, Scotty, come on, get in the box. I'll put 100 in for you. You know what I mean? 200 on the other side.
Yep.
no,
That was Gypsy's big laugh. He used to say, "Get in action so I can bet against you."
Oh, he was.
He
beautiful.
loved screaming that.
Oh, just it was the rock.
Yeah.
The rock.
This table continues to be tough to break on.
How many players registered? We got somebody in the chat asking us. Right now, it's 193.
Yep.
Is that correct?
Correct.
193.
well, you had a
players.
full field on this side, on
Right.
the weak side.
Right.
And as far as I saw on the chart, there was, on the pro side page,
33.
that was more than half full 2 days ago.
Yeah. Well, they'll all get a break. Earl won't be playing.
Yep.
Well, you probably get more players.
I don't know.
Some people don't want to have. They don't want to be within
Not
the same
so, not
3-mile
so.
radius with
Not
Earl if he's going to play in the tournament,
No,
and
not
not
so.
because
Not so. A lot of them really love to play them.
They just
How
can't
else are you
compete with
going
them.
to play
Sure.
a world?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I
Absolutely.
agree. But a lot of them don't want to come within a 3-mile radius because Earl's a terror. He's a terror. And we want to congratulate Mike DeShane, by the way. Mike DeShane snapping off the Canadian tournament up there along with Johnny Archer up in Canada.
I thought someone told me that Jason was on the undefeated side right near the end.
Yeah, Mike DeShane actually snapped it off, and Jason came in second.
Oh.
And then Johnny Archer snapped off the 10-ball. Mike DeShane snapped off the 9-ball. Yeah. We were doing a lot of promoting and helping behind the scenes with that.
You know.
Johnny's in that list of guys that won't go away. He's just there when he shows up ready to play.
Yeah, that was a big event. Well, you know what? Josh has an opportunity here. He's got the 4-ball. The 5-ball's laying on the rail. Don't do nothing. Don't try to do anything really funny here. Just accept the shot on the 5. He's trying to play this into the side, I guess. Wow, he missed the side pocket.
Always has been. And we're back. Sorry about that, guys.
Unfortunate scratch for Juan there. But fortunate enough for Josh to have another opportunity.
Yep, we might see another big comeback here. We apologize to the chat. You can't put storytellers together. And I got him with the. I am officially a commentator. I got him with the curse.
This is my first time seeing Josh shoot. I really don't know how he shoots, to be honest with you.
No, well, I mean, he's an A-plus player. I mean, he looks solid at the table.
Oh, that's right. He is an A+.
He is, so, he's not sneaking up on anybody.
Well, he's on stream.
Yep. Well, there was another guy they used to put on the streams all the time, and he just played terrible. He was a handsome devil, but he left people just behind.
Scotty talks a lot about himself.
Pretty much. And usually when I'm alone, now I have a sea of people to tell him how cute I think I am.
Here you go. Yeah, it does look like Josh is a little shook up. He does play. He's an A+. Look at this.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I hate to say it. I think he needs to settle down a little bit. Either that, or he needs to come with this nice and smooth and relaxed, and nice shot. This is what I was talking about before about what lefties and righties like, and now he's stretching. It skidded a little, but it went in. So if you just stay down, it'll be a little more comfortable after this.
All right, Josh puts up another beat. It's 5-3. We're going into game 9. We're only racing to 7. Once again, folks, if you're just signing on to the chat, AZB TV will be giving away a couple of Kamui chalks, a Kamui Gator grip, and we'll also be giving away a 3 CD pack in it, lessons in advanced 8-ball, 9-ball, and 10-ball. Run out media. You must be signed into the chat to be eligible to win. We will be giving away 1 prize today, 1 tomorrow, and then 2 prizes on the final day. And the names in the chat that are signed in will be randomly picked. We just don't know if we're going to have Allison Fisher do it, because Allison Fisher is in this tournament. We can have CMB WSU do it.
I know granddaughter.
I know it's your new granddaughter. I posted it.
Right.
Yeah.
Josh seems
Congratulations,
to
by the way, Larry.
What?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
got control of his nerves. He made a good break, a good shot on the 2. Came up a little short here, but there's no reason for him to give up control of the table unless he flies at it.
Yes.
And he did. And looks like he got away with it.
Just to answer a question in the chat from Jameson New, yes, this is Josh Thiele. He is partners with John in Coast to Coast Restorations, doing restorations on pool tables. They do all kind of work. In fact, they do the tables that they're shooting on. And plenty other pool rooms in this area and abroad, and private rooms. So if you happen to have a pool table privately, these guys will do it.
This is a little tough now.
Yeah.
This is a bit tough.
And that's Coast to Coast Restorations, pool table repair.
Unless he comes off the back of the 8. Nah. Tough. He got away with it.
Sure did.
Got away with it. Well,
that's no gift. I mean, it's better than kicking, but that's about it.
On table number 19, Chad Bowling and Matthew Harrich.
And nice shot. Bunted
Matthew
it out.
Get 1 on 7 on table 19.
and they just called Chad up. Chad is one of our sponsors,
Yes, he is.
owner of Kings of Vapor,
Josh Freeberg, even up race to
and
7
loves
on
the
table number
game,
16.
plays fairly well.
Anyone interested in purchasing tickets for the Icon 4?
Is he in the drink? He is.
Lifetime member.
Yep.
JT in the house.
And we're looking forward to seeing Merrill Hughes come by. I believe he's going to stop by tomorrow.
So you can still see how uncomfortable Josh is here. He just took ball in hand and,
I think
whether it be that he doesn't like the TV table or just the way things have gone so far has got him a little twisted. Juan puts him coast to coast here.
Yep.
I think I never seen him shoot, so
Right.
I can't speak.
Who, Edwin?
Josh.
Oh, Josh, I've seen him play.
Yeah.
Plays well.
Does it look like
Well,
he's
it
getting
looks-
over aggressive or shooting out of his realm?
Well, no.
Because he's an A+ player.
Yeah, he's just there's
a little-
something in his comfort.
A little bit of elbow lock, everything. You know, you're on the stream table, you know?
Yeah.
Everybody
Look at this.
watching.
Wow. Yes.
I think he was just playing to nip that. I don't think he was
might have
playing the ball.
Caught the rail first and
Yeah.
came back, and the ball started rolling towards the corner. Looked like a back cut, too.
Yeah. See if Juan can keep himself under control and get out here.
Well, Jameson New says he did play him before, or he watched him play, and Jameson New from the chat says
Hey,
he's not playing.
Jameson.
He's
How
not
you
playing.
doing down there?
Not playing his high gear, Jameson says. I guess Jameson knows Josh. Jameson, by the way, will be up in New York City, I believe, sometime around August.
Yeah, I think we're around the same time as the
Steinway Classic, or the World, and
straight
everything
pool,
else. Yeah.
and all that. And did you get a shot of Andrew Cleary over there today?
I didn't get a shot at Andrew Cleary, but I'll tell you one thing. You cannot miss Andrew Cleary dressed
I
the way
call
he is
him
today.
the Orange Man out in Vegas. He came dressed like the sun-kissed man.
Yeah. He's got his own style. Mac and cheese shirts. Now he looks like he's wearing aluminum foil for pants. We'll try to get a shot of him later on. Oh, look at this in the drink. That's a big
killer.
turnaround.
That's
Yep.
a killer.
That's
On
a
table
large
number
gain.
18, Bob
You're talking
Scott
about
and
going on the
Marlene
hill.
Feliz even up, race to 7. Table number
Instead, it's
15.
5-4. The other guy's breaking.
Right.
You know how this is supposed to go, and it looks like he's going to take a break. Put his feet up.
All right. It
Yep,
looks
it's
like
time
we're
for
going to
the
have
break.
a little break, guys. So we're just going to run some promotions for the
Right.
great George Ginky Sansushi. All right, we're on a players' intermission. And that's all we're waiting on. And then as soon as they get back, we'll be right back at you. Right. It looks like both players are somewhere within the vicinity. I don't see Juan. Josh is racking.
Josh came back.
And just to keep you up to date, if you're just signing on, it's 5-4 in favor of Juan Guzman. It's a race to 7. Josh Thiele set the break.
He made the 1. He's got a shot on the 2. Not in bad shape at all. Larry Ross had to go play a match, and I think we ought to let everybody know who else is sitting in the booth with us.
I'm very sorry. Herb Pearson from ESPN, one of the commentators sitting in the booth. I'm only joking, folks. He's such a nice guy, natural commentator. Welcome aboard, Herb.
Well, thank you very much. Pleasure to be here. Loving this format here. My God, this is just great. And there's so many people here. It's so exciting.
Isn't it?
All because of you.
Not
Big
because
Al.
of me, no.
Well,
absolutely.
from me, all
for you.
because of you. You just opened up the whole thing for me. That come down and watch all these great tournaments.
Oh, good. I'm glad so you're enjoying it. Is that
loving it.
That's
loving
the
it.
main thing.
Loving it.
That's what we like to hear. This is in honor of late George Ginky Sansucci.
Yes, I
And
understand.
you wouldn't know it from being outside this pool room until you walked in. And whether it would be 9 o'clock, 9:30, or 10 o'clock this morning, you wouldn't know there's several hundred people here.
Yeah, it was incredible.
Yeah,
I
you
walked in
walk-
here and I says, "Oh my God, look at this!"
It looks like it was in the evening.
Yeah, it's great. I just love the excitement of the whole thing here. It's a wonderful tribute to Ginky.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Well deserved. Well deserved. Wish we didn't have to do it. Wish the Gangster was still
Well,
with us.
of course. What do
It's
we
nice
got
that
here?
Tony and Gail and the
Oh,
Tri-State Tour and the Mez Tour come together
Yeah.
and really put this event on. It looks like the 8-ball goes right off the 9 into the side pocket.
See how Josh does here. Oh, I guess the 9 was a little higher up than we thought.
Yeah. He's got a tough shot here.
This is such. I'm sorry, I got sidetracked. Once again, Larry Ross showing me a lot of pictures of him and Gangster through the years. I'm going to try to get them shipped over to email, and I'll share them on screen.
Put him on Mary Keniston's Hall of Fame.
Yeah, it would be good. Yeah, Mary definitely does a lot. With everybody that she knows. And she does show courtesy to those that share pictures with her, and she's trying to preserve pool as Juan now approaches the hill.
Okay.
And
Little distraction in the room, But
That's it.
Juan got out, and he's on the hill, breaking for the set. We'll see what happens.
All I can say is wow. You know,
It's a great crowd.
yeah.
Pretty crowd, too.
Yeah. Oh,
You got Barana and Emily and Allison, all the local New York girls here.
and are we going to see Jennifer, or is Jennifer out of
I
country?
don't believe so.
Did she go out of the country? I believe I read something about it. Yeah.
I know that Greg is in Maryland, I believe. He was a little annoyed that he couldn't make this.
Right. Well, you know, getting back to the crowd,
Now playing on table 11.
I don't think it gets much better than this. I mean,
Noel Wilkins.
we are wall to wall,
Tony, you get one
Yeah.
on
not only
seven
with
on
players,
11.
with spectators.
Yeah.
There you see Mr. John Lehman,
Yeah.
and you see Manny. Off to John Lehman's right is the owner of Steinway, and you see little focus there, Jonathan Russell sitting behind Josh Thiele, and you see Mandy. Helps out the tour all the time. Okay, back to the action.
Here we go.
First time I seen a wing ball go in. 6-ball flew right into
I
the
think
corner
so,
pocket.
yeah.
I have another set.
Now playing on table 4, Derek Schwiger and Barana Andoni. Barana, you get 3 on 8 on table 4.
And guys, I want to keep reminding you about the AccuStats, ACCU-STATS.com. They have a poll where you can vote. And they're looking for the public to vote to see what game you would like to see on the next Make It Happen. And you do see Bob and other moderators posting the link for that poll. Please go over there and vote for which game you would like to see played on the Make It Happen in the Simonis Arena.
What is Make It Happen?
What AccuStats does is they take a poll from the general public, and they you know, and you can vote on it, whether it be straight pool, 10-ball, banks, or whatever game that they put on this poll that you can vote on. You can go over there and vote, and of course the general public, whoever has the most votes, is what's going to be out at AccuStats. And if you're not familiar with AccuStats, you definitely have to get familiar with Mr. Pat Fleming and the AccuStat crew, because they do a lot for pool.
Oh.
And what they do is they will have players like Darren Appleton, Thorsten Holman, you name it, in top rows, come to the arena. They have a set-up studio arena in
Okay, table
Sandcastles,
14,
Ed
Rafael
Lavalley's
Gabriel
pool
and
room,
Doug Kidd. On table 14, Doug Kidd.
and they
table
put on a
14.
tournament.
I see.
And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. You can buy tickets. There's
Okay, are
VIP
you
seating. There's packages they put together, and with certain packages you get like the DVDs, sets of what's going on.
Sounds like
You got to go on AccuStats.com to really appreciate what they're giving away and
Yeah.
how they're running the show. They really run a professional show.
Well, I'm going to do that when I get
Yeah.
home. Is find out what that's all about. Sounds,
Yeah, well,
sounds like
there's the link, strawpoll.me, but
Table 14, Doug Kidd.
CMBWSU will probably post it on your wall, or you'll see it out there. Or
Okay.
Doug Kidd,
he's definitely been promoting it along with everybody else.
I see. Okay. Here we
Yeah, Pat's been a big promoter of pool for a long time.
Absolutely. All right, Juan's on the hill. This is the gentleman at the table. And Josh has 4. And then Juan misses the 4.
Oh,
Watch the 7 and 4. And look at this. Is that the way things happen?
That is the way it works.
You never know how they're going to roll.
Yep. Well, you know what? From a point like this, it's up to Josh to do something strong here, to not allow him a free shot.
Table 22, Luis Jimenez on 22, Jose Quillen.
You know what?
22.
He's got vision, and I believe he can pocket this ball, but I would
Jose
definitely have
Quillen, you get 2 games in a while.
one of the tournament directors come over and take a look at it. It's being at the 7, but from here, it looks like he can make it. He's just got to look out he doesn't get trapped up with the
Yeah.
7.
He's got a pretty powerful stroke.
And there you have William Finnegan was standing right over the shot. It was a clean hit.
This man does not mind firing at them from a distance,
When
I
your
will
match is
say
over,
that.
there's no horn. When your match is over. And Doug Kim, you're on the clock.
There's another one. Wow. Hits him hard.
Ross River, go to table 14.
Hits him like Jason Shaw, doesn't he? Just long, straight, and split the drawers of the pocket. And congratulations to Jason in his position at the Canadian tournament.
I saw that. I watched it.
Did you?
I
Classic?
did. I
Yeah,
did
yeah.
because of you again here. You put all this stuff up there. So,
Yeah, it's very
I saw the
inexpensive.
finals
Yeah.
between he won the 10 ball and Mike DeShane won the 9 ball
Yeah,
tournament.
Johnny Archer won the 10. Yeah.
Johnny Archer. That's right.
That's right.
And Josh gets another shot.
Well, and not only that, he breaks if he can pocket this 9 ball. He has to stay comfortable.
6-5.
Okay, the table 14 is going to be Amby Estevez and Deborah Pritchard on 14.
And his break,
Amby
65.
Estevez and Deborah Pritchard, table 14.
No, you may have another hill match here.
Deborah, you get 2 on 7.
You sure?
All right, Josh. Set the break in game 12 and does.
And he parked a cue ball.
And the wing ball on the right side.
And there he goes. Another ball got kissed into the 2. It was rolling right around to be a good shot in the corner.
You know, when things happen like this, you know, and it seems like it's like, you know, Murphy's Law. You know?
Absolutely.
This is the point where you got to settle in and say, look, well, I got to accept what's there. You know, I seen his expression like, you know, like a give-up expression. He's got no
You're
give.
at the table. You have an opportunity to do something.
Right.
It's up to you what you do with it.
That's it. Control it. Exactly.
But in the same sense, you do know it stinks when it's you and you come to the table and, you know.
The link for the poll is posted on your Facebook wall, so when you get a chance, when you go home or whenever you get a chance, you can always take a look at it. CMB WSU posted it on your Facebook wall for you.
Okay.
Okay?
Very good.
Yeah, he's out there. He does a lot of work.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of work. Endless. He's endless. You talk
In-
about it.
incredible.
Talk
When
about
I,
it. Energize
when I
the
go on
body.
my Facebook and I see, oh my God, I'm watching matches in Russia and
There you go.
all the other
That's right.
places.
Now, some of them are, you know, so-so, but there's a lot of good ones.
While we're talking, Juan is just getting out here.
Yeah.
If he can just keep control of his nerves, this match should be over.
Okay, Juan's on the hill. It should be over.
It should be over.
Without the lights, you're saying, huh?
Absolutely.
And if you're just joining us, guys, and just signing on, we do have the lineup for the next match. It's going to be Brian Hunter against Chris Derevonsky, known as the Polish champion. And he shoots jam up, let me tell you. And I talked to him earlier this morning. I said, oh, the Polish champion's in town. He said, no, that was years ago. I said, hey, don't tell me. I was here a month ago and seen you shoot. Actually, he took second place to Earl in the Predator Pros.
Oh,
Well, he got up again.
How about a hill?
Yeah.
That's what we wanted to see anyway.
That's why we
so.
keep Scotty in the booth, because we want to see Hill, and then when he calls the match and it should be over, we go to the Hill. Known as the cat. Chips used to use that a lot.
Yeah.
Oh no, the cat is here.
There you go.
There we go. Hill.
All right, Hill.
Juan's
Josh
got to be
Thiele.
feeling it right now. He made a relatively easy out tough and ended up not getting out
Josh
there.
Thiele
So
making coast to coast. Happy
you go.
right now. Coast to coast restorations. Any kind of pool mechanic work you need, make sure you take that number down. 845-489-8154. Give them a buzz. Let them know you saw it on the stream. We appreciate it. Back to the action. Hill match. We had one prior to this.
yep. Makes a ball.
Everything's starting to go fall in, huh?
Yeah. This table's loosening up, it looks like.
Yeah, it's kind of wide open, isn't it?
This is kind of what's supposed. I mean, pool's not really about voodoo and luck and everything else, but ask any good player. You make a big mistake, you're supposed to get punished for it, one way or the other.
Pluses.
Yep.
They both made numerous errors. Josh made more errors.
Yeah. But he's still there, so
Yeah.
he just made a nice shot to get on the 4. I have no comment about this rack. There will be a winner, regardless of who it may be.
Yeah.
Nobody's breaking after this.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think you kind of jinxed him when you said what you
Please
did
check
last,
the tournament
last
chart.
game.
Tell him, Herb.
When you
Tell
win a match, we need the winners to come to the tournament chart. Let us know who won and the score.
You are watching the 4th annual George Ginky Sensushi Memorial. We're coming to you live from Steinway Billiards. I'm Upstate Owl. I'm sitting in the booth alongside Scott Bannon and Herb Pearson out of Connecticut. And we are having a great time here, and along with several hundred other people in this
Several
room.
hundred of our closest friends.
Yeah, believe it or not, yes. Yes, faces that you haven't seen in a while.
Okay.
Well, a little close to his work, Herb. What do you think?
Yeah, well,
He didn't want to stretch.
all of a sudden, it's, all right.
And he's shooting it right down the commentator's booth. So we're going to stay still like deers in headlights right now.
Should I stop doing this?
No.
Sometimes that ball, when it's so close to you like that,
Yeah.
it makes
Not a
a
happy
very
camper.
difficult shot. And look at this. Oh, my God.
Not a happy camper.
No.
Now, in this position, it's Hill. Does Juan just slow roll this too easy and get on a 50?
He doesn't appear to have that slow roll gear. He seems to hit everything. I mean, I know he's not going to blast this or anything, but he hits everything with pace.
I'd like to be shooting it.
Not bad. Wow. He hit,
Well,
he hit that with some speed to make sure it fell.
There you have that, folks. The final score, 7-6. Scott Bannon once again, Herb Pearson twice again. You guys are a pleasure to have on board, and you're welcome to sit down as much as you want. I appreciate both of you guys sitting in, because the more help that the AZB and NYC Grind get, it's all family here, and we kind of like it. So thank you guys, both of you.
Thanks, Al.
Okay, on the
Thank
TV
you,
table,
Al. It's my
table 10,
pleasure.
We have Brian Hunt